Are you aware that what you focus on actually governs your entire life? Hi, I'm Laurie, and today we're talking about change your life by changing your focus. When we focus on something that is really good and really lovely, we focus on Jesus and his ways and his nature and his word, then that is actually what is drawn to us. We draw his presence to us, all things that are good and of good report. When we focus on that intentionally, well, then that's what's going to be drawn to us. However, the other side is true as well. So if we focus on anything that's negative, oppressive, depressive, anything that is making us feel stressed or depressed, we don't want to focus on that because it draws those things to us more and more. It's a spiritual thing, and we want to focus on the light of Jesus, the goodness of Jesus, and we want to reject and dismiss and say no to the things of darkness and the things that are causing us to be oppressed and depressed, as I said, anything that's negative. So what we are drawn to, or what we put our attention to, is what is drawn to us. And you get to choose. Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life, and no one comes to the Father except through me. So when we focus on Jesus, the author and perfecter of our faith, he is the life, and he gives us a life worth living. If you want to have good success and blessings follow you, then focusing on Jesus and the kingdom of God, his ways, his word of being and doing, and also becoming who you are designed to be, your real self, full of God's Spirit, his fruit, his nature, in other words, Colossians 5:22-23, love, joy, peace, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, and self-control. That's his fruit, that's his nature. And we are to have that as our normal nature as well. The other thing I want to encourage you about is focusing on the moment, focusing on what you are doing at that moment and giving your whole attention to it. You'll become more productive, you'll feel more satisfied, and focus on the thing that is going to be the most beneficial to you, to your life, to the project that you're doing, to the calling that God's given you, your purpose. Intentionally focusing on your purpose, intentionally focusing on the moment, on what you're actually doing at that moment, and removing all distractions are going to help you to get more done in less time. So may I encourage you to put your phone on Do Not Disturb and do not go to it. Do not allow anything for a block of time to distract you in any way. The third thing I want to share with you is to encourage you to focus on the person. When you're with somebody, it's really honoring to give your full attention to that person without any distractions, without wandering your mind to go into a direction that's somewhere else, wanting to take a holiday or planning this, or what am I going to do? What's the next task on my list? No, that's not God's way. Jesus was never in a rush, and he didn't have a whole big multitask list to do. Jesus was always focused on the moment. He's focused on the person that it was right in front of him, even though he had lots of crowds around him. And we need to do the same. Putting your whole attention to him, putting your attention to the person in front of you, and listening deeply to what they're saying. And seeking to understand what they're saying as well. This is honoring and caring about that person. It shows them that you care. It shows them that you're interested, and asking specific questions to encourage them to open up and to learn more in a very gentle and kind, caring way. It's best to focus on understanding that person, understanding what they're saying, and be intentional about that as well. So I hope these tips have helped you. They might seem small, but they're actually very important, because when you intentionally focus on Jesus, the things of the kingdom, when you intentionally focus on the moment and what you're doing at that time, and then when you intentionally focus on that person that you're with, it really does help to develop you as a person and to bless you. Your days will feel more satisfied. You'll get things done easier and quicker, and you'll feel more peaceful and calm, because there's no rush. There's no rush in the spirit, and there's no busyness either. God bless you, and I hope that these tips have helped you.